right, on himself, and he said that he should have been more confident, but he was just too busy listening to everything Gunman was saying. And that's exactly
Yeah,
what I mean, like you just get
yeah,
distracted and you're just trying to play off of your other team. You're not even doing your own thing, like you're just too focused on your ally, what
hmm
he wants you to do and what do you want. Do your own thing, you have to do your own thing as well. And sometimes people get distracted.
yeah.
Anyways,
The first time I was in Voice of Gunman, he talks a lot. Because he's always so his map awareness is so good, so you can't help to like say all this stuff.
yeah.
So it really depends on preference, but I think we're having a corners game here. Luke on some top left, Monster bottom left, Steve bottom left, and Shaun and Frank are opposite. So Shaun and Steve will be the Soviets, and Luke, Frank obviously being the allied ones. This is gonna be interesting. I've seen Frank's playstyle in 2v2. He likes his paradrops, he loves his paradrops, and his ability to like sort of command a certain area of the map with paradrops and grizzlies alone is so amazing. I've never seen anything like it. He'll drop a paradrop on there and then walk forward and then deploy it, and then his grizzlies will be right there and you can't do anything, you can't push it. But it's so like the paradrops do a lot of chip damage. Then instantly if you push it, you might even die without the use of desos and everything. So I'd love to see that again.
Beacon detected.
Yeah, definitely. Frank knows exactly what to do with allies most of the time. But you do have Luke. Honestly, I was a little surprised that the outcome of their first match was the way it was. I thought Luke and Steve were going to do so much better. So I'm hoping to see them kind of show what I expected in this match at least.
Yeah, looks like it. And looks like everything's happening bottom left right now.
And one drone lands onto Steve's tank. Meanwhile, Shaun is there too, though, so they're doubling onto
Steve. Yeah,
they're doubling Steve right now.
this is intense. Even Luke is here to help. I saw Luke went second ref instead of AFC. Frank went AFC first.
Yeah, I don't know about this thing from Luke. It's cool to try to help out your ally, but it's sometimes better to just attack Frank's base directly and make Frank pull back,
Yeah, because definitely he rather lose his units than his base. So taking an engagement, even worse if he loses that fight, right? He just lost like 3 grizzlies there. The rockets are there, but this pressure from Frank and Shaun is scary, dude. Steve is defending well, hiding behind sentry guns, but definitely, like you said, Luke should have backdoored Frank in his own base to get rid of the AFC, that war factory. That would have been a lot better damage.
Frank's actually gonna do the exact same thing. He's gonna go up to the top now, which is gonna make Luke go back.
Yeah, literally picture perfect.
So we have Steve, who kind of took a little bit of damage, but not really. He didn't really lose anything, right? 3 miners to 3 miners on the left side still, so nothing really done. Meanwhile, on the right side, Luke 4 miners, Frank 4 miners. Both of them have their paradrop right in front of each other.
Oh, he doesn't deploy it, Frank. That's interesting to see.
Luke not controlling his Rocketeers there.
There's one IV there. If you could target it, but the paradrop
Better
is
positioning
there.
by Luke there.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's very rare, but
Frank took that engagement.
yeah, that's very rare to see Frank get pushed back in engagement. But left side, they're just stalemating at this point. But Luke actually doing really well against Frank there. Really well. And he's building extra miners behind that as well.
On the left side, you have Shaun. He has forced Steve to put up double sentries. He's on like straight up defense, you have maybe 1 or 2 tanks more than Steve. This is the prime time. This is where the teamwork comes into play, right?
Yeah.
Steve is forced to be defense, so split a couple tanks. All you need is 2 tanks, Shaun, from your group. Send them down to Frank, and that would do wonders. That's all you need.
Yeah. Backdooring him, make him do something. But I know Frank seems to be on the back foot here.
Luke's doing work.
Yeah, if Luke gets another paradrop in, that's even
Luke
more
needs to be
reinforcements.
careful though. That Lee IFV is gonna be devastating. He's gonna get it soon if he's not careful.
Oh, they're taking a trade here on the left side. Shaun sells, making drones now. I think Shaun would definitely get a trade there. Steve is out. Luke is on the way.
Sentry.
Our ally
Yes, there is a sentry. Steve has a sentry on the top right.
Oh,
2
he
sentries
does.
on
He
the top
does.
right.
It's a double sentry and the paradrop top right as well.
Our ally is under attack.
It's like both teams are taking a trade here. The sentry guns are there. I don't think Shaun has anything. Shaun is out of the game. Oh boy.
Player defeated. Our ally
And the
is under
Paradrop top right, absolutely taking out everything here. Those two sentry guns on top right. Looks like Frank is not trying to take out the sentry guns.
Yeah.
player defeated.
There you go. This is tight. But Luke now tracking back. I think.
Ooh, Luke should have finished
delete.
that MCV.
Yeah. Delete from Frank though.
I mean, sorry, the barracks. Luke should have finished that barracks. Right now, all Frank has is Rocketeers. If Luke doesn't attack now, he could potentially lose because he's not going to have defense. He only has these Rocketeers to work with right now, so he needs to make them work.
Our ally is under attack.
Alright, he does it. Yeah, he needed it.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, he does. Luke does have some Rocketeers as well.
Yeah.
Jeez, that was close, dude.
Our
If
ally is
Frank
under
had maybe
attack.
another like 30 seconds, then I think it would have been really hard for Luke to come
Our ally
and
is
win
under
this.
You
But
see bottom left as well. Luke has a pillbox right there.
oh, Pillbox doesn't go down. He does have Rocketeers. He can finish the Rocketeers. Where does he target? He needs to target the Rocketeers.
Yeah.
I'm afraid. Where's he going?
There's one pillbox from Frank.
All he needs to do is just target those Rocketeers. That's it. He wins it.
That's two elites. you can't back out of there.
You know, it is a little. It's probably scary, you know, because if you engage into Rocketeers, it's usually when you're. It's a bad idea, you know, engaging onto the Rocketeers. But you do have 2 elite, and you outnumber. You have 2 extra ones, so you'll win it no matter what. Just target the Rocketeers, or waypoint each Rocketeer, and it'll just be fine.
Player
Yeah.
defeated.
Yeah, I think Luke just took the safe route there. Playing smart, like Berger says in chat. Exactly. What a first match,
was,
Jesus.
Yeah, honestly, despite that whole base trade and the whole mess that just happened, Luke and Steve had that one.
It's like that
Luke
engagement
was-
from Frank, right? He ultimately lost when he tried to push that on Luke. When he lost that, it's a bit weird.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to say. Here, Steve was under pressure. He had sentry guns. He had everything, right? On the flip side, Shaun is with Frank, right? So Frank is he's under pressure. He's getting harassed. He's down. You know, Frank should be saying, "Hey, I'm gonna loosen. I'm losing. Whatever it is, you know, just a little." And Shaun could have definitely 100% could have sent at least 2 to 3 tanks. And once you push him to Shaun's base, once you push him to Luke's base, guess what Luke's gonna do?
He's gonna track back.
Back off.
Yeah.
And that just gives Frank more breathing room to just, oh god, okay, now I need to recollect myself. You know, 'cause the more room you give Frank,
Player defeated.
the better he is, and that's why we work so well together, right? A lot of
Yeah.
people discredit me because, hey, Ed just pushes. He doesn't get anything out of it. Guess what? I'm like a Curry, right? Curry, Stephen Curry,
Yeah.
where he has the ball. If he has the ball, he's gonna get 2 to 3 defenders coming at him. That opens up your rest of your team. Even if you don't do anything with the ball, you have 2 people on you, you know? Like, you've already opened the field. So me being pressuring them, and it gives my opponent, my ally, time to just be free to just build another miner if he needs to, build an extra one. And when Frank says, oh, Ed's not in the same page as the ally. Ed went 0, his ally went 2 miners. That's okay with me because my ally is building up for the later game. All I'm doing is harassing these guys so that you can do that, so that you're free to do that. That's my goal, you know, that's what I want. So him saying it is in a bad way is just completely stupid in my opinion.
Yeah. You're a little bit pumped up there, Ed. Oh dear. But yeah, looks like we have a top versus bottom here. First, who is it? Frank and Shaun are switching. I think they are on voice there, Frank and Shaun. But I wonder if Frank and Shaun are actually like, Frank is what is leading. Frank has to be leading at this point, right? Saying, calling the shots and everything.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Shaun's really good, but yeah, he's definitely going to be respecting Frank's shot calls here. Which he should. He should be playing off of Frank, just because you normally, as an allied player, that's kind of what you want. You want your Soviet player to just kind of give you some room, give you some breathing room, you know?
Yeah.
Which is why you would normally see like the Soviet player always try to drone your allied opponent.
Yeah. Especially I've seen it in some cases when it's an AVS on one side. The Soviet player builds some flag and you're going air. You need your Soviet teammate to drone the flag so you have that room to go with your air. Like Frank's builder is very aggressive, trying to go for middle gems. Many minus on the right hand side. One AFK though from Shaun. So watch that out. There you go. Got 5, 6 minus bottom right from Luke. We got another 6 from Shaun. Frank has 5 and Steve has 5 as well. 6 about to come out. Well, it's like Frank again on the fucking aggressive. Again.
Yeah, Steve pretty nice and set up here. He should be okay. That positioning where Frank is right there though, that's the key positioning on the left side though. You don't want to give it away because then he can go left, right, you know? He can be, but he chooses to come in here. He's choosing to engage. He does have more dogs, but he's kited away just nicely by Steve there. I like that. Meanwhile, on the right side, we just have a little stalemate, looking at each other. Nothing really going on.
I've seen Frank, I don't know whether it was you and Frank versus V-Dubs and someone else, but Frank and V-Dubs were like having an AVA standoff, and Frank took this area where he is really well. Again, literally with those fire drops right there. Sort of cutting the waypoints as he said. So it's an SVA on each side here. Frank has the advantage of, but he can go left and right, and Steve has to go all the way around. Don't give him much time here.
Steve making a couple Tesla troopers. It looks like he is under pressure a little bit. He's trying to make some Desos for sure, which actually defends that left side pretty nicely there.
Yeah, so it's a narrow choke point you can just deploy.
Frank's completely out tank. What is he doing here?
Oh, he is getting chased.
I think he's relying on those Rocketeers too much. All his tanks are getting picked off here. Usually he doesn't make mistakes like this.
There you go, Steve finally pushing in, taking mid control. He has that window on the left hand side.
Oh, Miner's gonna go down here for sure, right?
Yeah, unless Frank and Mike can avoid.
Oh, it does not go down. Nice. But his tanks will.
Ally is under attack.
Oh,
there's a flag.
Ends up getting picked off. He doesn't need to chase those tanks anymore, right? Meanwhile, on the right, on the top side, Paradrop taking out Frank's War Factory. We didn't even see that.
Oh boy.
Luke and Steve playing so well together right now.
Sure, they have to be on voice there. Yeah, Steve is going all in. On the right side, there's not been many engagements. I think Shaun is just doing a great job in just holding Luke back here with the Desos and the Rhinos. Luke is, I hate to say, but he's kind of scared to move in. The flag from Steve is late, but it does get there. But that Paradrop deal was so crucial from Luke. Steve kept Frank busy.
Luke's gonna need a Harrier here just to at least either deal with the flags or deal with the Desolators. Ooh, a nice deploy here.
Shaun!
Wow! Oh no, he
shit.
went right back into it!
Our ally is under
Shaun in a
attack.
great position here.
Oh, I can cut them off. Yes, cut the Grizzlies off. He can definitely take that fight now. But the Rockies are there.
Get interesting. A lot of Rocketeers. Shaun going straight into Steve's base though. What does Steve do? Steve going into Shaun's base, but Frank does match him now with tanks.
And the Rocketeers as well. Shaun could just deploy here, get a flag damage of some sorts.
Oh, Frank does take out the flag.
Oh, my bottom left! Look! He just went into that ball of Rhinos there.
A lot of Rocketeers on the bottom, man.
Yeah.
Nice. Steve pumping out some drones.
Oh, and just Shaun just spitting up there, taking care of the MCV down the bottom left. He does get it.
Ooh, he gets the War Factory and he gets the MCV.
Oh,
Steve, no more.
shit.
He can't make any more Rhinos. What he has now on the field is what he's gonna have for the rest of the night.
Yeah, the drones from Shaun along the top. Along the Rockies from Frank. This is so. Steve is out of the game. He doesn't have anything left. The elite though comes out of the blue, and now Luke is there as well. He's gonna group up. They're gonna go against Frank here. But Shaun, what does he have left? He does not. He does have money. He's not building.
Yeah,
though.
Luke in a great position here still. He still has a lot of Rocketeers.
Yeah. Oh, the Paradrop is there
Oh
as
my
well.
god, two elite tanks on the right side by Steve.
Oh no.
Those couple tanks that he had left are absolutely key here. He could deal with those Desolators, which means that Luke's going to be able to do whatever he wants with
Yeah, there you go.
with some,
Frank quits
Grizzlies
out.
now.
Holy shit. Steve
That looks-
and Luke on some fucking smoke right here.
That looks so close, actually. I thought for
Yeah.
a second, honestly, that Shaun was just gonna clutch it and bring it back for Frank.
Yeah. But the Rocketeers and from Luke, I think that probably won him the game there, just following Shaun's rhinos all the way around bottom
Oh.
left.
Absolutely, yeah. There was like 1,000 Rocketeers. One thing that, I mean, right, we see it a little more clearly. One thing that Shaun could have done is he could have left half of his tanks on Shaun's base and just left them on his miners, right? Where the other half go into Steve's base. Because when all said was done, Shaun still had his entire base.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he still had like 6, 7 miners. He could have built up afterwards. You know, yeah, Steve was gone. You know, but what about Shaun? I mean, what about Luke?
Yeah, I don't think Shaun is playing that badly. He just could have made some better game decisions, but overall he is doing pretty well. Being the lowest seeded player among the 4 here, he's still doing really well. So
You know, I want to categorize Luke and Shaun almost similar. They're underestimated, if anything. They're really both really good. Luke can just pop off as allies too. There's games where he's just on it, and last game was one of them. You know, like he clutched it at the end of the day. Shaun did the best he could. He got a nice deso bomb. I always call it deso bomb because it was 2 desos on straight up grizzlies, you know. But yeah, Sandstorm, Mr. Luke did not fear. He just continued his thing.
yeah, we rarely see Luke in like show matches or like tourney games. This actually, I think this might be one of the first tourney games that I've seen Luke play or participate in. And it's, I mean, what a fucking player. Clutched it for the previous game, and being able to go toe to toe with Frank on Desert Island as well. That's
Exactly. He's playing good. He's playing really good.
yeah.
I think that's what like really defines it. The fact that he is going toe to toe with Frank, which I personally consider Frank as an S-class player. You know, like especially as allies. My God. And in 2v2, like
Jesus, yeah.
I would choose him over so many freaking people for 2v2. So, anyways, new game here. We have corners on jungle.
Yeah, I think Shaun just acknowledged with a K there. I'm not sure whether Frank said anything. So SVS on bottom, AV along the top.
Oh, Steve targets the drone from Shaun on the bottom.
Yeah.
Very nice. Shaun did not see it. Meanwhile, ooh, Steve lands the drone on the miner there.
Did even bank the gems in there.
Just gonna slow him down a little bit.
So Luke went 1 miner. Frank went with 1 as well. I think both Soviet players just went 0 straight up. Oh, they went 1, sorry.
Huh. Interesting by Luke here. Very preemptive Patriot missile.
Beacon detected.
Yeah, that's right. You usually see Patriot missile comes out when the Rocketeers are out, right? But
Yeah,
so far
especially
there's
like
none.
this early in the game, especially when your opponent, which is directly right in front of you, is a Soviet player. I don't think you need to be spending an extra 1K on Patriot missile and then having to build up power just to sustain it. You know, you need the money right now to defend with pillboxes or whatever it is.
Yeah, that is weird. Looks like Frank is gonna solidify himself in that position with the power drop once again. But Shaun here, being the aggressor onto Luke, he does have the tank numbers.
Here's exactly what you were talking about. Frank on the right side pushing in those that first power drop like you were talking about. I like this.
Oh, that's gonna be so hard for Steve too. I mean, he can break through that, but he's gonna suffer heavy damage there. There's Shaun just saying that
make a radar.
Luke has the AFC.
Steve playing so nice. He already made the radar. He's gonna be pumping out some desos here, which is almost. I think it's pulling Frank back. Frank 4 tank split.
Yeah, he's gonna go on the left.
Detected.
I think that might.
do here.
That might. What is he gonna go in? Yeah, he's gonna go in.
Steve goes in onto Frank instead.
Oh, yeah, now the split from Frank coming in. What is Luke gonna do? He's gonna leave that base on the bottom to be taken out, especially the AFC. The AFC is so crucial.
Our ally is under
Yeah,
attack.
Luke is
definitely.
gonna let it die.
His first power drop isn't even here.
Yeah. And Steve
And
again
Steve-
failing to push up against Frank.
Yeah, that's the mistake that we talk about a lot as far as inexperienced 2v2, right? Like, what is the
Beacon
experience or inexperience?
Oh, there you
Frank
go.
does it
There you
knowing
go.
he's gonna camp. There we go. Now Steve's doing the right move.
Yeah.
He's supposed to send the tanks to the other guy, which forces the other guy to pull back. You don't pull everything on Frank in this case, because look at him. He's camped out, you know?
Yeah, and Shaun called his bluff there. Steve didn't even go in all the way. He immediately pulls back. Now Frank's rockets are here to help with Shaun. Still no AFC. The AFC was taken out. Another ping goes on top left.
The Rocketeers are gonna be so annoying. Forced to make IFVs. Meanwhile, on the right side, Steve trying to find something. He's trying to look for something, but not a lot he can do here, right?
Our ally is under attack.
Best case scenario here for Frank before his ally dies, because this looks tough for him. Oh,
Yeah.
Adesso, he didn't deploy it. Oh, he
Oh,
had a
dear.
nice deploy there.
Beacon detected.
What was that engineer or that NGIV is out to repair the rhinos? But now Steve is going all in. Down the bottom
And
left.
he's putting some Dessos on the back.
Beacon
This is the best
detected.
case scenario here for Steve. What he
And
should
some
be
drones
doing.
as well.
Under attack.
Now Shaun's gonna get
Deploy.
doubled. Frank goes through the radiation. More radiation. He's gonna die for that war factory. I don't think that's a good idea. That's like 5 Dessos that Steve pulling back.
He is. He's sacrificing all of his tanks. But,
Oh,
but
he got the
does
MCV and war
not
factory
have-
out. Yeah.
yeah, he doesn't have a flag though. And Frank, all he needs to do is spam Rocketeers from here on out.
Oh, and Shaun actually pushing Luke back on the left side. Luke finally getting Rocketeers out. Seen 0 paradraws from him, but Steve now countering onto Frank on the top right. Elite comes out. That
Luke
one
needs
war
to send
factory.
the IFVs. Luke needs to send the IFVs to the right side. If he
Yeah.
sends the IFVs, that's GG.
Shaun is setting a flag down top right there. What?
No, he still has a barracks. That's exactly what he needed. That's the last thing you wanted
Yeah.
Frank to have left.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure why Steve is going down top left. Luke can definitely hold up against Shaun. Another French Rocketeers are going towards bottom left to help up with Shaun here, but I think he meant to go bottom right. Yeah, the
Alright,
Harriers now
Steve-
taking out the flight troopers.
Steve goes bottom left, and Frank uses his IFVs to top right. That's what needs to get done, right? In order for them to come back from
Our
this.
ally is
The
under
Rocketeers
attack.
are just way too much. Steve's just gonna sacrifice all his tanks instead of using them on the bottom left. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
can't do them. He can't do anything.
Oh,
on the
he
right
like
side.
on top. He gets taken out.
Oh no.
Shaun wins his fight. And Steve, I think, will lose all of his Rocketeers, all of his Rhinos here to the Rocketeers. That is painful. Yikes, dude. And the elite comes out from Shaun.
Well played. Nice
Oh,
game.
man.
I like Frank's decision making there. He knew that he was gonna sacrifice most of his tanks there, and he did it. He committed. Got the MTV and the War Factory. Luckily for him, Steve did not target the barracks. I think Frank would have had like maybe just a handful of rockets.
Yeah, like 4 or 5.
Frank did, I mean, yeah, and that would have been an easily winnable game right there, you know. But Steve chose other buildings and chose to run away all the way to Luke's base for some reason.
Yeah, that was a bit weird. So that Steve maybe could have made some better decisions there, but
They're under pressure though. There's so much pressure going on, so much stuff going on. So
coldest peak.
coldest penis.
Coldest penis. Yo, what's up, Bob? Just going back to back here. I love it. Not much bullshitting around.
Yeah, I like it.
Purple and orange.
Player defeated.
Yeah, top right, bottom left. And this is gonna be an AVS on both ways as well. Shaun saying he'll go 0. Pressure up on. Sorry, bottom left is top right, yeah.
I've seen Frank go airs first here. I wonder if he's gonna try it. I think that'll definitely screw with Luke a little bit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Luke is such a how do I say it? I'm not trying to be no, I'm not saying like that. He has a standard way of playing, you know? So if you make him change his play style, I wonder if he can adapt as easily as Frank can, you know? If you throw Frank a curveball, he's experienced in the game so much that he can adapt like that, you know? He can just okay, like yeah, or I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
can we see it from Luke, you know?
I mean, I hope he will, considering how he stood up against Frank on that first map. He might be able to. The drones are out now. AFC from Frank goes in Shaun's base. It's after the war factory though.
Yeah, it's pretty early, huh? And he's making
Beacon
Rocketeers.
detected.
Is he gonna go the good old 2 minor cell MCV?
2 minor
he can
cell?
sustain, right?
Yeah. Oh, drone gets taken out. Shaun going 0 as well. Is he gonna start pressuring up on Luke here? Luke went 1 minor. So is he gonna have his hands full here? Steve up too. There I go. Shaun trying to take out the AFC out. Early AFC out from Luke as well. After that second ref.
Yeah, forces out a pill, not too bad. Shaun pulls back immediately.
So no cell just yet. Frank makes another minor.
Oh,
there's
he's
a
got
cell?
an MCV cell.
Yeah.
Shaun really gonna commit here. He has 3 minors. He can sustain here for a while as well.
Yeah, but how good can Luke defend here? Or is Luke just gonna, or is Shaun just gonna go straight up to Steve? So Frank's gonna move down to bottom left, and then comes a power drop on the right hand side. Let's see how Luke defends here. Steve gonna move down to top right. Shaun commits. He's going all in for those miners here.
Yeah, that's
That's
pretty
questionable.
okay. I
Just
like it
only?
because Allied tanks having to chase Soviet tanks is always a disadvantage. Oh, now turns around and starts targeting the tanks. This looks like a really good engagement for Shaun here.
Yeah, that's a
He's gonna
really
come
good
out
attack
ahead here.
control.
Yeah. No
And Frank-
kidding, takes out a minor.
Frank
Wait,
against the
wait.
difference. Oh, it falls in the cell.
Too.
Steve making some corners now to help Luke down on the right side. More reinforcements coming in. I think Luke is in trouble here. Shaun saying he's 1. Luke is definitely in trouble here. He's gonna have to use those
Yeah.
power drops really well.
And not a lot Steve can do. Frank really well right here, positioning him in front of Steve's base, preventing Steve from doing really anything, right?
He does have. Oh, he sold his MCV. Steve sold his MCV. Now Luke doesn't have any army. MCV goes down.
Oh.
Needs to get that
He's
racks
going for
out.
the base
Under
raid.
attack.
Oh, Frank just pulls back there. Yeah, Luke is definitely out of the
Yeah.
game.
Frank takes this one as well.
Yeah, he
Frank
has the
and
MCV
Shaun
bottom left.
turning it around.
Player defeated.
Jesus. Yeah, I did definitely have
Very
some
well
practice. Definitely have some practice. I think Shaun was telling me that immediately once Frank and Shaun were put together, Frank was like talking about build orders and stuff with Shaun.
Oh, that sounds very much like Frank.
Yeah.
He would have written Shaun a guide and an instruction manual of how to play the game.
Immediately
Shaun
going
has
in.
never touched RAT before.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that's
All right, looks like
2-all.
looks like Shaun and Lucifer just needed to stretch out their fingers, loosen up their hands. It looks like they were just getting warmed up.
Yeah.
'Cause they're playing really good now, you know.
Yeah, can someone explain to me what happened to Frank and Shaun in games 1 and 2? Because I was half paying attention because I was on the phone, and they seem to be getting their asses handed to them.
It's a mind trick. It's a mind trick.
Yeah, you know, what's his name? Luke and Steve were playing really well. Luke was
Okay.
going toe to toe with Frank actually, outplaying.
He beat Frank, yeah, he
for
beat
the most part. Yeah, like 1v1, he was outplaying him. You know.
And was it Frank playing badly, or was it Luke playing very well?
I don't know.
Both a little bit of it wasn't Frank's not playing bad. I think just Luke's on point right now.
Yeah,
he
Luke was
most
just a little bit
Or he
better.
was in games 1 and 2. Okay.
And
So-
it's not like he wasn't here. I mean, what can you do, right? You're right next to your opponent, and your opponent sells his MCV and brings everything to you. You know?
Everything at you, yeah.
Alright, it's gonna be a toughest bottom here. Dorado. Is it just me or did Dorado like get a color up there? It looks a little bit more orange than usual.
Yeah, definitely. There's more of a sunset looking thing. Huh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like, is it just my monitor or? God damn it,
No,
bro.
I don't know, I've
it's
never-
changed.
I'd
I
never
noticed it in
noticed
quick
it.
match the other day.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it on the other games that we've played, but now you mention it, I think I'm seeing it. Maybe it's just placebo though. Hashtag blame Berg.
Yeah. Exclamation points, Berg.
All right. So we're gonna see a little more standard game here, a little more slower pace probably. We got top versus bottom here. So I don't know. I feel like I feel like it benefits
Steven
Frank
Luke.
and Shaun a little bit more,
Ah,
to be
okay.
honest.
Why
I
though?
Because
think any
Frank has-
long game benefits Frank, honestly.
Yeah, I think so
Late game
too.
versus Frank would give me nightmares.
Yeah, give Frank some breathing room, and yeah, you don't want to face him late game.
No.
But Steve's been playing really fucking good though. I don't know. I'm kind of scared of Steve.
Yeah. Compared to the first game, Steve is
Yeah.
playing pretty well. I mean, the previous game that knocked them into the low bracket. So early FC out from Luke. There's no AFC out from Frank at the moment.
2 minors so far from Steve out of War Factory. 2 minors from Shaun as well. It looks like everybody so far 2
Our
minors up.
ally is under
We've
attack.
seen third. Nope. Steve commits to only 2 of them. Meanwhile, allied players are committing to a third. Even top right. Even
Our ally
Shaun
is
commits
under
to a third
attack.
one. And Shaun even made a second War Factory already. So 5 minors, 2 War Factories.
Yeah, they did definitely talk about the build out on Dorado. Or at least Frank is instructing Shaun on the proper build orders just so they can play well to each other. That's what Frank does, right? Frank is a really good team player.
Yeah, I can imagine Frank doing what Kyrie often does, which is while this game is going on, he's probably spending more time looking over at
Beacon detected.
Shaun's base and his playstyle than he is looking at his own. If you've ever seen Frank's POV, he plays like a StarCraft pro.
Click, 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 click.
Yeah, his APM and like he uses the F1 to 4 keys to just jump around the map.
Yeah.
As a player, like that's.
Looks like Luke is doing a little bit of a Frank here. Just solidifying his position down in left side mid with that power drop. The SVS on the right hand side. Shaun has 2 War Factories. About 5, 6 minus. So does Steve. 3rd War Factory on there from Steve.
Honestly, Shaun being able to stand toe to toe with Steve. You know, I expect Shaun to slip behind eventually, but being able to stand up to Steve for this long and longer is really damn impressive. No offense to Shaun, but Steve is no joke.
Yeah, Steve is no joke, but I mentioned it earlier, by the way. Shaun, he's played a long time, and he's underestimated because he doesn't commit. He doesn't play as often as most of these other guys and myself, but he
Yeah.
still has it. You know, he still knows what to do more or less. You know,
Yep.
definitely an underestimated player.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the
Oh,
better
here
games that we're
comes-
seeing here. Oh, I thought Frank was
Here's
gonna go
Frank trying to make a
on the bottom
move.
right.
Under attack.
Desolator's from Shaun as well. What is Steve gonna do here? He's gonna be forced to make some drones, or he's gonna get caught off positioning.
There's no corners along that deso, so it is free and easy to get.
Oh, Shaun, nice positioning here. Does cut off Steve, and he can even close him into his minor side there. If he uses those deaths a little closer, he can go straight to the right side there. But
Oh,
the
there you
deaths
go.
are somehow behind for some reason. Oh, here we go.
Because he was defending against the drones. Oh,
Very nice, that's
beautiful.
Yeah, I mean on the left side it's pretty even right now, both of them. Frank is trying
They're
to
having a little
get.
stalemate, huh?
Yeah, Frank is trying to get some position with the power drop, but he realistically can't.
Tight here, isn't he?
Yeah, and there you go. The miner goes down there from Frank.
And a power drop to stop the IFVs.
Yeah. They don't want to fully commit there because one of them will lose. And whoever loses will eventually lose the entire game for them and their teammate.
Can I just comment on Shaun again? Damn, he's playing so well. Even his miners, like he rotated his miners to the right. Like he's playing it like he's everything. He's 4 war factories, rotating his miners, efficiently mining every. You know what? What's going on with this guy?
Yeah, Steve must be like questioning this right now. I mean, Steve is up a war factory now.
And he sold MTV though.
And he sold MCV.
Oh yeah, he did.
I wonder whether that was the play.
Huh.
Beacon detected.
Because
Uh-oh, Frank has his Rocketeers here. Frank has his Rockies. There's only one flag there. He could definitely out and take out that flag. He chooses to stay put. Shaun tried to push in, but I think Frank is a little bit busy there. Look, pushing on the Frank.
Beacon detected.
Oh, he did not see the left side. Frank getting out of position on the left side.
Picture missile is there to help, but I think Luke is just pushing back Frank here at the moment.
Oh, we could just go top. He should
Yeah,
have made him
MCV's
face
gone.
Meanwhile, right side still, Shaun's still pushing for
Our
those
ally
enemies.
is under attack.
He's getting out tanked though, slowly.
Our ally is under
Luke
attack.
did not take out Frank's MCV there. It chose to go for the minus, which got chrono to the top right.
Yeah.
Oh, and now Steve!
Yeah.
Oh, he's going all in on Shaun here. Good time control there.
That's-
Just notices that opportunity to go in and going for the kill.
The right
That
move
is
by him.
amazing.
Our
I
ally
don't
Meanwhile,
think, I
though-
don't think this is enough.
Frank on the left side though, he is ahead now. Luke had a great positioning and he did not take advantage of it.
Oh, but now Frank is here to
never
help.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve.
A little bit of an
That was
overcommitment there, you think?
I just want to point out that Shaun beats Steve without
Yeah.
Frank intervening. Those Rocketeers did very little. They got there quite late. Shaun held.
I don't think Shaun beat Steve. There's like Shaun just held on against Steve, I think. Oh, and Frank throwing away the Rocketeers. Finally gets him back.
Very good though. He does take that refinery, that nice expansion from Steve.
Oh, yeah, it's like
He does
Frank's
have
sold.
another patch of ore though on the right side, so.
I think Frank is desperately trying to go down to his bottom right here, but Luke is right there in his face. Oh, is he gonna make the play here? They're gonna go engage on the left
nice
side.
engagement there.
Yeah, Luke doing nicely there. Rocketeers are out of position for Frank.
Yeah, I may have overlooked what Luke actually did on the top left. He took out more miners than I thought. Frank only on 3 miners, and his base looks like shit compared to like. Oh, there he goes. He said
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Dead soon.
Look at Luke's base though. It's perfect. It still has everything, right? He has a shitload of miners.
Yeah.
He can still play this game for a while.
Yeah, Steve. Frank saying I'm dead soon, and then Shaun was like, yeah, me too.
That's hilarious. I didn't see that.
It's like, I mean, they've been playing really well here, but Shaun held on against Steve really well. Steve took his time and picked the right moment to go in here, and Luke just held up against Shaun and outproduced him. I never thought I'd say this, but Luke actually beat Frank here.
Yeah, Luke. Yeah, it is worth pointing out that Frank maybe was a little distracted with Shaun. Even if he didn't help him too much, he was sending units over there. He lost some Rockies, but
Yeah. Like you said, right, guy? He looked.
To be fair, he did try to use those Rocketeers on Luke, but Luke was just prevented it. Was
Yeah.
always there to hold him back. So Frank was just sitting with Rocketeers. He had to do something with them, you know?
Maybe he's paying a little bit too much attention to Shaun here. They should let
just
Shaun
not
play in his
quite
own game.
able to take out
Our ally is under attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
split IVs.
Sells,
Steve grinding all the
Shaun
gems on the right
sells-
side.
sells 2 walls and his MCV.
Oh, I need to be careful here. The TC, he is out tanked.
Yeah.
Steve's just gonna run
this
him down
game's
here.
over.
Yeah, the game is
This
over.
game- yeah, look at those tank numbers. He's out.
What a hard fought game, man. Jesus.
I feel like that had a lot of back and forth. I feel like Frank and what's his name? Frank and Shaun, toward the middle of that game, they were well ahead. Like completely, in my opinion. Shaun had such a great base. He had the Deso positioning. He just didn't utilize it, I guess, to the best that he could have.
Yep.
We're probably back 3-2 here. Steve and Luke. Dude, if Frank loses literally his first game in this tournament.
Wait, they're in the losers bracket already, right?
Yeah, after replacing Laszlo.
Oh no.
It's gonna be a big yikes. Frank's gonna go, what the fuck?
Like I said though, Steve and Luke, they're no joke, man.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
The last series they played, I think they underperformed. They got caught off guard. Whatever the case, they're solid ass players, and they were one of my favorites, to be honest.
I don't want to see either of these teams lose. Can I create an extra sort of
a losers bracket?
losers bracket.
Like another chain at the bottom of the losers bracket and just sneak whoever loses this into there.
Yeah, man.
I mean, if one of the teams DQ forward going on, you might just pop him.
Yes,
bring back a wild card.
First team out. So if the team gets DQ'd, this team will be the first ones back in, won't they? In theory.
Oh dear.
Shaun just Frank will be like, you pick a map, dude. And Shaun will be like, I don't want to pick a map, you do it.
Is Frank one to be tilted, Ed? Can he get tilted? Frank? Yeah.
Oh, he's God, I have so much respect for the guy that I'm gonna say he has the weakest mind in the entire community. This guy can get tilted instantly. Like he can be playing like S-class level, he can be playing so well, and then just something doesn't add up for him, and he just loses it. He just loses it, and he goes mad.
Yep.
Like the other day, I mean, I'm not. Here I am talking. The other day, he for some reason joined a 2v2 FFGs, and we were just having fun, right? And he got double droned. He rage quit. He literally left the lobby. He left the entire game. He's like, no, I'm done. You know, that's how easy he can just tilt.
Right. I think that happened as well when he was playing Latov in a 1v1. Like towards the end, he was doing really good. Until towards the end, he lost like one fight, and then he lost the entire series from there on.
Yeah, this guy really does need someone to like be what do they call him? The fucking hype man. He needs a hype man 24/7. Like whenever he gets down, hey, no, you're good. You know, like we're good. You know, like, you're solid. You're still fucking top notch player. He needs that because he does get down on himself. I don't know why. This is like from like history, from all the way from X's. He's always been kind of like this.
I mean, that's why Snark is there, right? That's why the Snark Frank combo is there.
For sure, dude. Snark is definitely the hype man there.
I wonder where he is.
Like,
I know
Shaun's a pretty resilient player who I don't think really gets tilted. But at the same time, I'm not really sure that he's a particularly vocal person. So I can't imagine him being like, no, Frank, you got this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaun is ye old reliable. I think in this duo.
Yeah, we're looking at the top of this bottom here again on DFO. So what is Luke top left, Steve top right? It's gonna be an SVA on both ends. Frank's gonna go up against Steve. Okay?
Oh, this is gonna be a nice matchup. We've lately been seeing a lot of mirrored, right? Like Desert was also AVA on the right side, and then just the last game, another AVA on the left side. So nice to see a little change here. Jungle was kind of one-sided though, huh?
Yeah, it was. Definitely was. Like one team was on the back foot throw and just defending all the way around.
Yeah.
Let's see what they do in the weird place here. Luke goes 1.
Yeah, so Frank went 0. Meanwhile, Steve did go 1-liner. I want to see what he does with this. You do have an oil and you have gems, so you can go 0 if you want to, and Steve does fine. Oh,
Shaun saving his rhino there.
nice.
Yeah, Steve is chasing down this drone to the end of the world here with the rocket here.
Hey, Steve went 2 tanks and an extra miner.
Oh dear.
Oh.
You're watching too much Legend lately.
Oh, that's not good for anybody.
Well, let's see how he does it. He's allowing Frank to sort of go towards the left side against Luke here. If Shaun can come in and pressure him to get it, Frank is stuck in the sandwich, but Shaun pushing up on Luke means that Luke will have to track back, giving Frank space to sort of move around here. And it's all up on
Shaun
Frank.
needs to take it.
Whether he goes left or right.
Side.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't need to. Why do you go through there? That was like the worst place you could go through.
But four rhinos versus 6-7 plastics. That's,
Yeah.
It's a win for Frank. With the power drop.
That's why he went one extra mile. And not a good idea. Left side. Luke holding off Frank, but I think Frank... Okay, Steve recuperates and gets some extra rhinos. But what is... I mean, Frank could just double up on Luke right now. But Luke is pushing
Shaun
back
just tried
Shaun.
Squishing arrows and backfired horribly.
Too much bumpy terrain.
Yeah, definitely. He can hold off here. These are Soviet tanks with the sentry gun easily.
Steve, Frank committing all of his cruises onto the left side, maybe just to pull Luke back a little bit. He lost like half of the Grizzlies.
I had to look to the right side to see if Frank was doing like a sneaky split, but no, he's losing all of his units on the left side.
And all 4 players are on bottom left.
Right, so...
Oh, that's not good.
Miner fodder, one miner goes down, one of Shaun's miners down.
There's no anti-air though from the left side, except for that one single flag from Steve.
That's one flag. Should
yeah,
sure. A lot of rhinos going down there. Frank, sorry.
Still with a lot of tanks actually, and he has a lot of Rocketeers.
Luke,
Rocketeers
right.
though, headed right into Frank's face.
Our ally is under attack.
No!
Frank is there though to defend. He has to lose a couple Rocketeers and has to just run away for sure. Meanwhile, top left, Shaun still pressing.
Yeah, Shaun is ever pressing, man. He has never stopped pressing, only retreated once. Also the cell.
Retreat a few rhinos, because otherwise they'll blow up. There you go.
Look at Steve's base though, right side. I'm sorry, 3 war factories. Eco is doing just fine. Frank is looking pretty out tanked here.
Running under the Rocketeers.
Uh-oh. Luke's MCV? Oh, I thought he was gonna dive.
Yeah, but look at Steve there. Steve pushing down on bottom right. One miner goes down, second one gets scored away. Supposed to sell everything there, but Shaun just gonna run under the Rocketeers, losing 2 rhinos. Just for nothing, was indecisive whether to go in or come back out.
I want to see Shaun here. I want to see Shaun go to Steve's base. He needs to let Frank breathe for a little bit, you know?
And there you go, now he's going.
Yeah, he's doing exactly that.
Oh, engagement bottom right. Steve should win this, but I think Luke will be there. Shaun does not commit all in.
Yeah, he should have. He should have just gone straight.
He should have gone in. He should have definitely gone in.
He needs to go now. He needs to go now.
No, not Luke. Not Luke. You need it. Shaun needs to hit Steve.
Yeah. Honestly, I guess you can try to fight off Luke, and you're just gonna be back and forth, but Shaun really needs to go top right, no matter what.
Can't win without Frank, and Frank is gonna lose versus Steve as things currently stand.
Shaun has an opportunity to go through the middle plateau and go towards the top right, but not sure. He might be just afraid that Luke might backdoor him.
Oh,
but eventually
somehow,
Frank pushes back. Yeah.
Does find Steve out of position there.
Steve
can't commit here. Steve was out taking, not anymore.
Rockies.
Yeah, Frank just going across and trying to hit that Rocketeers out of the way, out of flag, sorry. And now Shaun is committing to the top right.
Right, yeah. Shaun coming in across now would be huge, but he doesn't. He backs off.
Yeah, that gives Frank some space to breathe. But
Rocketeer taking some shots. He still has a lot of them though.
Yeah.
Also something that Shaun could do. I mean, I'm backseat gaming at this point, but he can make a couple drones. That way Frank can run around with those Rocketeers a little easier, and those drones are just gonna take care of the flash, right?
Oh, Steve!
Nope, he can just use the tanks. Just use the tanks.
There you go. Frank literally says drones. Of course, Steve is heading towards Frank's base now.
Our ally is under attack.
Oh, this is gonna turn into a shit show now.
Absolute shit show. Frank is there trying to defend.
Our ally is under attack.
And Steve committing to the bottom left means that Shaun is gonna commit to Steve now. Taking out drone. She's taking out war factory, buddy. She's going for the mines instead.
Shaun needs to split up his rhinos.
Oh, he's gonna get trapped now. He's gonna take that engagement against Luke. Steve, however, gets all of his rhinos almost wiped out
Yeah,
the middle.
A lot of Frank's tanks not really in play,
no,
right?
through the radiation.
But his Rocketeers are doing work.
Yeah, there's no anti-air from Steve. The Elite Grizzly comes out. The drones are here now for Shaun. Needs to be careful of Luke's Rocketeers though. There's no flag from Shaun. Steve chasing Frank with some drones.
A
A lot of fucking drones everywhere. Oh, Frank just sitting there underneath the Rocketeers. Move, buddy. Frank sells.
Frank has soul.
Yeah. And Steve's still holding on.
Yeah, Shaun was left with 3 miners there.
Frank's eco is fucked now. He can't get efficient miners on the bottom right off patch.
You know what though? Even though Steve has like 5 miners, I think on the left side, bottom left, Shaun with 3 miners is still a little bit better off because he still has ore to mine. Top right has like no ore anymore.
Yeah, Steve's eco is fucked. Steve has no like patches to mine from.
Both Steve and Luke are coming to his bottom right. Shaun is heading to his top left.
This is
nice.
I think knocking out Luke is how to win the game, I think, because I think Steve is a spent force.
Yeah, Luke is
no
definitely
eco.
doing a lot of the work here. He has a lab out top right though.
Frank with the heads up play, he's not mining nothing but gems. Top right side and the middle.
Alright. Because they're busy fighting.
Yeah, he's taking what he can, I guess.
Yeah, Mirage is not coming out for Luke.
This gets scary now.
Yeah, Shaun's
yeah,
gonna
this is...
have to use some desos.
Oh shit. This is not looking good for Steve. Too many tanks from Frank now.
Yeah, and not enough AA.
Oh, unless
he's
Steve can
fighting.
cut off the tail end of the rhinos though, of the grizzlies.
Fine.
Luke's sending some Rockies over to the right hand side. There's no flag from Shaun though, it's very late. Oh, but he's gonna lose them too, Steve! Oh, Frank. Sorry, Shaun just pulls out.
And Steve is broke.
Yeah, I need to
He's
sell a
got
couple
an
of
AFK
those war
minus top
factories.
right.
So does MCV. 3 war factories maybe a little bit too excessive, yeah, and 2 AFK minus top right like Matt said, and 2 refineries. Now the deserts are here for Shaun.
Can Shaun build himself back up?
I think so, right? Paradrop from Luke on base. John does see it. He does see it. He's
Yeah.
accurate. Meanwhile, top right, Frank actually committing now for the win here.
Oh, and Shaun just tried to go in on Luke.
Steve.
And he
The death cells are there! Doesn't get much damage off.
That's the lab. Gone.
Yeah, and I think with the Rocketeers there, Frank should be able to take out the last 2 war factories.
Wow. What an
Shaun
amazing
going,
comeback
Shaun
honestly
going.
from bot side.
Yeah.
This is huge.
Oh, losing that path all the way to go, and then Shaun just comes in here, giving Frank some more space. Frank can recuperate, get rid of that drone, the Grizzlies. Forces the sound that last war factory from Luke. And now he can go in and finish out that final war factory. This is a comeback of dreams here from the bottom team. What a sick match that we're seeing.
Frank proving me wrong, right? He was in a
On the
bad
left,
spot.
on
He
the
could have
left.
easily tilted,
Shaun
but
getting cut.
well,
A lot of
What?
units going down there.
can he turn it around?
Frank should have just moved to his
No.
top left now. He just
Luke's
ignore.
not building anything. Luke's lost the will to live.
Yeah.
And with those Rocketeers as well, Mirages are a real
Our ally is under
danger.
attack.
Yeah, Frank, Luke committing all his IFBs onto the war factory, so he's not
Yeah.
going to have any AA anymore, even to work for those Rocketeers on the top left now.
Yeah, there you go. Final Mirages go down.
That's good.
Player defeated.
Yeah, so Frank proved me
Jesus.
wrong, by the way.
Player defeated.
Didn't tilt at all this game. He kept his composure. He still did work
What a
from like the
series.
get-go. He was running around everywhere doing
Mhm.
work, man. You gotta respect that player.
Jesus. This might be the best series we've seen so far.
Oh,
Honestly,
I think so.
I didn't see when Frank actually took over. I guess Steve's army.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Steve had so many more tanks than him at one point, and then I look to the left. When I come back, Frank's all over his tanks. What happened? I have no idea. He's done that so many times in our 2v2s, by the way.
Yeah,
where he's
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
it's not looking good here, and then all of a sudden I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do something, and I look like back at him, and he's winning. I'm like, what the hell? Like you just won the game, dude. What?
The magical Frank.
Yeah, I'm the magical Frank. Yeah, he has a magical unicorn right now on his side.
That's his profile photo is it Jafar
I think so.
from Alden? Yeah.
It's Jafar. It's Jafar from Ant.
Alright, Cavin's teal and orange. Still is 1-1.
Or is 3-3? Yeah.
Yeah, 3-0.
man.
Beacon
Is this the
detected.
closest series we've had? I think so. We haven't had any 5-4 finishes, have we?
Nope. What is a corners game?
Okay, so from the past games that we've seen, every time Luke and Frank are head to head, they end up winning. Luke and Steve.
Yeah.
So, here we go again. Luke and Frank head to head on the top side here.
Oh, this-
Even though it is corners, usually you see like more teamwork oriented, right?
Something
But they are
interesting
still kind
to note is that whenever the game just started, Frank and Shaun both like ping their own bases just so they can see where each other are, so they don't need to move your mouse, I think.
So you can hit space very quick.
Yeah, and you can see whether it's corners or left is right or top is bottom.
Because it's RA2, so you don't know.
Yeah.
That's clever. I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, Luke.
I don't
Luke is going
I don't
air.
like it.
Luke is going air. He's going that early FC down the bottom left. And he's going straight towards Frank here.
Beacon
I go
detected.
out, you go dead.
Maybe.
I go early air.
Our ally
What
is
does
under attack.
look? No. He's going the wrong way with that drone. Steve's going the wrong way with that drone.
Yeah,
if
Steve
your,
should go for the
your
AIP.
ally is going straight air, you go and kill or try to drone where you're sending the Rocketeers.
Yeah,
Right?
It is a huge commitment there by.
because 3 IFVs.
Beacon
Yeah, you ain't
detected.
touching that.
Yeah, Steve's not.
He's gonna go for the
I don't like
rhino
that.
instead of the drone.
Our ally is under
He does
attack.
drone the bottom right miner from Shaun though, so I mean he gets something out of the drone. It's not like he's out of it, you know. Meanwhile, Shaun does have a lot of Rocketeers. He should be sending those Rocketeers to the bottom. If anything.
Yeah. She's targeted
has-
immediately. There you go.
Oh, Frank, miner.
Our
Yeah, let's
ally
get
is
to
under
micro
attack.
them a little bit.
Yeah, Shaun is not pressing up on the Steve here.
Yeah, Steve.
And the Rocketeers are here as well.
Frank teleports or chronos both of his miners to the bottom right to Shaun's base, so
I
he
think-
can't protect them for now.
Oh man. Usually we see
Yeah,
Frank bring this
Steve
aggro.
loses another miner here, right?
Yeah.
He's got to.
Oh no, Shaun, going for that miner, dude. Going for that miner. There you go.
Yeah, you can go
Luke.
for the third.
Yikes! Luke loses all his Rocketeers there.
Yeah, Steve just tracking back now. Shaun needs to be careful. Steve can actually push up against Shaun here. He has nothing to
Steve's
defend.
house.
Yeah, he needs that money, and if he can keep out the pressure here, he should be able to win against Shaun.
It's 4 miners to 1,
Our
but he
ally
does
is
have the
under
tanks right
attack.
now.
Frank. Oh, Luke still as well.
The troopers! The Tesla troopers are coming!
He needs them.
Yeah,
sure.
Shaun just needs to hold now.
Just tell them it's 1-1, let's keep this match going. Yeah.
Yeah, Luke sold on whatever he needs. He's sort of solidifying his positioning there. Keeping Frank at bay. So now the entire fight is going down on bottom here. Frank sold his MCV, he needs that money. Like you
That's
said,
a lot of
the
GIs.
trend of Luke and Steve winning whenever it's corners and Luke and Frank go up against each other.
Okay,
Our ally
Steve's
is
building
under
a miner. Okay, he's trying to kind of stay in the game a little bit longer.
I don't know. The Tesla
Four
troop.
players
Meanwhile,
are sold now.
Luke is
players
doing
are sold.
good here.
Our ally is under attack.
Oh my
Taking
god,
out
the
the
power
power.
drops. And now Shaun is up and pressuring. He's not control shifting with his Tesla troopers.
Our ally
It's
is
just
under
there as
attack.
very beefy fodder.
Steve's lost all of his miners.
Yeah, he did, and he is broke as well.
Oh, Luke with that elite GI. That was clutch there.
Our
Oh,
ally
the
is under
range!
attack.
Get it off, okay?
Frank just needs to commit. He just needs to commit here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve is out, so Shaun has it for sure. Frank just needs to commit. Go all in with your IVs as well as fodder.
I don't like Luke's targeting
Right.
there. I feel like he should have tried
Yeah,
taking
now you
the
got Luke's base.
or
Our
did
ally
he
is
just commit to
under
the
attack.
buildings here? He can. He
Player
can.
defeated.
Come here, man.
Frank's gonna
Shaun
be
can
out.
take
It's
out
gonna be a
Luke here.
1v1.
Shaun can take out Luke, absolutely.
Robots in your ally's base.
Player defeated.
There you go. It's all up on Shaun now.
But he can't defend against Shaun, I don't think.
He is broke. Yeah, I don't think he can. It fell to the tank controller from Shaun. Going across the cliff.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, to make matters worse there.
Oh,
well,
The micro. Get the war out, Shaun. There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
I think they both have an elite. Climbs on Shaun's legs. Oh, ride me, baby.
Fuck's sake.
Oh my god.
yeah, Shaun definitely did
GGIs.
work there.
If this was Yuri's, this would be a different matter because there'll be GGIs coming out now, which would be
Yeah.
scary.
Get rid of the rack, Shaun. Why is Luke going for a trade here? He's never gonna win a trade.
Because he's got
No, he
bills
could.
in
He
the
could.
bottom
He
left.
could.
He's got
Yeah.
bills in the bottom
Oh,
left.
yo, he does.
And Frank just says it.
Wait, no, Frank. No, Frank is. Frank, you're dead. Shush.
Yeah.
He does have drones though.
No,
Yeah,
I
I think
know.
drones can
It's-
make it.
I
His
knew he
teamwork.
gets tried.
Frank can definitely be talking no matter what.
Yeah.
You got drones, fuck. Dude.
Alright, 2 drones, baby.
Player defeated.
Yeah, there's no way come back there. Good try though.
Yeah.
Heads
Wow.
up play. That's like the only thing you could have done. So.
That was insane. I
That's
have not.
absolutely
This is
insane.
This is definitely, you know, best series so far.
Yeah, very nice game. I want to say that Steve and Luke they were not working well together with that strat at all to me.
Mhm. Yeah, if
once-
Steve went with the drone on Frank instead for
That
the
would've been
IV.
over in 2 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. One there, right? Okay, sure. You got the drone. You went to the drone bottom right, and you got the miner. That was fine.
Mhm.
Once the 2 IFEs came out, and Luke saw that those 2 IFEs were out, there was no need for Luke to be around Frank's base anymore with
Mhm.
those Rocketeers. You know, he needed to go to the bottom. And if he would have went to the bottom, then he could have defended those 2 tanks that were attacking Steve's miners, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
definitely.
there was more teamwork that needs to be done, and that's why Path is so good at this, because he sees these things. You know,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
forces you to make flags, but then when you make the flags, he's like, all right, I'm out of here, peace out, you know. And now I'm attacking the other guy. You know? That's exactly what Luke needed to do.
And it's sort of a bait as well. Get him to go get a flag and then immediately go to the other guy. Wait, so it's left is right. And it's Steve against Frank now, not Luke.
All right.
I wonder how Shaun will hold up against Luke though. Wait, if Luke can send up to Frank, what can he do to Shaun?
It's match point too, so
Yeah.
they got to step up their game here. Match point on Hex Piece is over. You can't ask for a better map.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, this might be a little bit different. Have we seen
versus
Luke go
right.
up against Shaun? We have, right, on Divide, on DFO.
Yeah. They were watching each other for the longest time, just building up their own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Frank was all over the map, losing units left and right, but taking out units left and right as well.
Yeah. That's the thing though, people always build a fuck ton of units, but don't know how effective they will be.
Beacon
Shaun
detected.
here with an aggressive war factory.
Go
You
zero.
can kind of tell that he was going to go 0 right there,
Yeah.
just by the positioning of his war factory there.
Oh, Frank does the same. Frank absolutely does the same. Aggressive war factory position and then go 0.
Steve's drone. Steve drones lands, which gives Luke now a lot more free time to kind of recuperate here.
Mhm.
Those hurt, man. Those hurt for early rushes like that.
Yeah, and Shaun didn't
Sure
go
you
a
guys are seeing
drone
me
as
too.
well.
Frank moving.
Frank.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, you have to move aggressive towards middle. There's a Rhino down in top left and in middle left as well. See whether he can keep out the pressure. Frank did still go 0. He does have one miner from that second refinery. One at Shaun and the AFC top right.
Why does Steve have only 2
sold.
miners? Oh, there's the third one. And he sold third. What?
Oh, Steve.
Why?
Was there a reason for him to sell? No, Nash has 1 miner. He has 3. I wonder what that reasoning is for the sell. Did
I
he
don't know.
really need that miner? Yeah, the
Well,
Shaun
he
says
might
he's
think
gonna
that
sell.
he can't compete with Frank on gems.
Could be. He's probably gonna commit to an all-in here, which is fine. You
Yeah.
know, you really
He's like,
don't want
Frank
Frank building up, so.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
Shaun
Frank
sells
has
as
all those
well.
gems. Would Steve have been able to compete? I'm not so sure. So an all-in before Frank get those gems while he's had so much time undeployed.
Oh, but here comes Shaun though. Going up against
Shaun is doing
Luke.
God's work up top.
Even with the fodder here, Frank is just holding on. Steve is going straight to his MCB though. Where is Frank?
Our
Frank
ally
is
is
looking
under
away.
attack.
He is sleeping. Shaun just getting pushed back there. You're gonna lose his MCB there, Frank. What the hell were you doing?
But he
He
keeps
lost
the
MTV, but he did grind a lot, or
Under
eat a lot of the gems, and he's
Yeah.
perfectly fine right now.
Yeah.
He has AFC, he has War Factory, a lot of money.
Shaun can take this fight. Luke is broke.
Shaun sold.
Yeah. He sold quite a while ago. Now Frank has a good number of grizzlies here.
Luke
Not
losing a
looking good for
miner.
Luke.
Yep, Shaun saying is 1. Frank moving with his
losing a
spare
second.
drops. Yeah, Shaun has definitely won this fight there. Plus
Yeah,
his
bottom
Frank
side.
won
WC.
along the bottom.
Yep. Pretty decisive
defeated.
match here. Or, I mean,
Right.
game or the match.
Wow.
I mean,
Well played,
Shaun,
honestly. I
man.
like that. I
Jesus,
like the
Shaun.
aggression there.
And the rush actually worked out really well. Shaun, man. I mean, we talk a lot about Frank, but Shaun, Jesus.
Shaun.
Jesus.
Yeah. A-class, some solid A-class plays coming out from Shaun there.
Let me
That
just...
was
Yeah, and-
terrifying.
To be fair as well, we gotta see the when you're top left facing a Soviet player and your allies, usually it's like
It
a
sucks.
basic 101
Yeah,
to
yeah.
swap with your opponent, or I mean swap with your ally. I think Luke should have swapped with Steve there for
Yeah.
sure. Much harder to defend a top rush than it is a bottom rush.
Jesus, man. I wanna see Shaun. I want to see Luke and Steve still play in this tournament. They showed themselves that they're a nasty force to deal with. It's
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
the best one so far.
Yeah, this was a good matchup, honestly.
Yeah.
Frank and Shaun, really nice, paired up so perfectly against Steve and Luke, huh?
I mean, Shaun is like the lowest seed, pressing everyone here.
GGS.
Even for the second one to another bit, is it? Oh,
I
Slug
want
is
to say
here.
that Frank's experience in 2v2s probably won them that game. The
Yeah,
fact that he
yeah.
does like to move around. We see Frank move around with his Rocketeers a lot more than Luke, for example, you know? Helping his teammate and doing like little shenanigans with his tanks here and there, you know? And that all plays a big trick. Whether he gets stuff done, and that's something that gets overlooked in 2v2s a lot. Even if you don't get things done, you're moving around and you're positioning and you're creating chaos for the other person's mind, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you don't need to get things. Oh, I got a minor kill. That's great. Oh, I didn't get a minor kill, but I pulled 2 players onto this side, you know, or I pulled a player from you, attacking you. You know, like those are key things in 2v2s, and I think they get overlooked, especially in commentating. And I'm letting you guys know as well.
Yeah.
Take a look at some of these things. You know, like even if you don't get anything done, notice how someone gets distracted from it or pulled away from something just for doing that, positioning yourself. Just
Yeah,
the positioning
yeah.
of it. And I like to compare boxing to this too. You know, a lot of times you see boxers not even swing for like a good minute or two. You know, they're just literally dancing back and forth. They throw a jab here, they throw a jab there. You know, like just waiting for that opening. And that's kind of what we do with tanks. You know, we dance around with tanks. We go left, we go right. We don't do much, but guess what? Once you see that opening, boom,
Well,
you get
it's
that
gone
power
straight
shot,
away in,
you know. Yeah, and that's what I did with Revo on the Caverns game. You know, I was just literally going left and right. I knew he was going to make a mistake eventually. I knew he was going to do it. Why? I have absolutely no pressure for me because I am in the position where I can back off. If gunman comes at me, I just back off and I'm free. You know. Whereas Rebel, he has to forcibly chase my tanks to the left to defend his side or to the right, you know? And I didn't do anything for how long? And then all of a sudden I see Neek push in, I push in with him, we take him out, we take Gunman out, just because he opened up and I just threw my power punch right there.
Yeah.
This is amazing.